AEW Dynamite took place tonight. You had the show start off with Darby Allin against Ricky Starks. I didn't care much for this. Allin gets the win. They previewed the card. Cody comes out to the ring for a promo. They cut to commercial before he even began speaking. After the break, Dasha Gonzalez is in the ring to interview Cody, and she talked about his injury. He said, Alice once told him you have to wrestle hurt, but you should never wrestle injured. And he said his injury is more than physical. Cody said it hurt to lose his title, and he said he heard people talking while he was away and talking about being the future in the Ace, and he's angry at what happened. Dash asked Cody what his answers to Brody Lee said in EVP. He is a no. He left the ring. He came back. He said no as in regrets. No holding back. Next week he accepts. Brody came to the ring and the locker room emptied, and they tried to prevent the two. They have Brandy running. She hits a flip dive from top rope onto the Dark Order. Anna Jay attacks Brandy, and Nyla Rose and Keela and Kylan King jumped in and on the rail and brawled. So it was a pull apart. I thought it was alright. He had Tony Schiavone backstage with FTR and Phil and Tully Blanchard. This was okay. This was an okay promo. I thought this was average. Not too excited for their match with the Bucks. Dasha's with SCU. They promised to win the tag titles tonight and made their way to the curtain. You had AEW titles on the line. You had FTR against SCU. SCU was original champs, weren't they? That was like so long ago. It was a year ago. The match was very average. I thought it was okay. There's nothing really much here. People think it's great. I don't know. There's something about it that didn't get me into it. I'm going to get so much fucking hate. I saw stuff on the internet. I couldn't have social media because I'm banned, but I did see some stuff on some dirt sheets. People love the match, I guess, but I'm the one who didn't like it. I guess I'm just in the minority there. I did not like it much, but it wasn't bad or anything. FTR gets the win. But they keep the belts and went on for a long time. I guess I was having a bad night, but they held on to the belts. They announced next week there's an 8-man tournament for a world title shot, and the finals are at Full Gear. You have Rey Fenix, Jungle Boy, and Kenny Omega first announced for the tournament, and I guess the winner faces Moxley at Full Gear. Moxley's been champ for almost a year now. Yeah, Chris Jericho in the Inner Circle defeat Isaiah Kennedy. And Chris Jericho, what the Inner Circle defeated Isaiah Kennedy, who was alongside Mark Queen and Matt Hardy. Jericho gets the win. I thought this was alright. I think Isaiah Cassidy, of course, Isaiah Cassidy, it's Orange Cassidy, obviously, but I thought, Cassidy kicked Jericho's ass for like 95% of the match, so I thought, alright, Jericho's winning for sure, because there's no reason to get your ass kicked for so long, and then Jericho just immediately, kind of is going to win at the end. So it was basically going to be a squash where Jericho comes back. How this stuff ends. Cassidy loses. Jericho gets a win over him. After the match, Inner Circle jumps into attacks him. Hardy is able to clear the ring with a chair. Jericho and Hager brawled with Lutherans to separate him after the match. They had Miro and Kip Sabian were in an arcade axe throwing at a throwing place at Sabian's bachelor party. Miro was upset because he wanted Sabian to have a rum shop bachelor party, but he can't because of the pandemic. Billy Mitchell offered to help Miro throw Kip Sabian a great bachelor party. Apparently, Billy Mitchell's a great arcade game player. Tasha was with the best friends backstage. They said the spawn the cards were the best friends. Orange Cassidy called FTR weenies. Orange Cassidy with the best friends defeated 10. And I say Orange, it was Isaiah Cassidy. Jericho's up against the brother, but I got a mistake. And Cassidy defeats 10. This is not much to me. I'm not a fan of Orange Cassidy. I don't mind it. I just don't like him getting a big push. He had MJF and Wardlow beat brought Jericho Griff in the corner. MJF had jackets over to accept Sammy. MJF sworn with no life. He didn't leave Sammy unintentionally. He was there to congratulate Jericho, and Jericho asked him if he wants to join their circle, and just if Jericho wanted him to join. They went back and forth, and MJF and Wardlow left. Guevara called MJF a loser. But Jericho said he's not a loser, so I guess they're doing something with Jericho and MJF, I guess. But no, the Inner Circle's alright. Britt Baker defeated Red Velvet. Velvet got some offense, but Baker took control. I don't know, who's Red Velvet? It just seems like too similar to Velvet Sky. That's what I was thinking. I just thought Velvet Sky, Red Velvet. But yeah, she Red Velvet. She's we all knew she'd lose to Britt Baker here, so that's not a huge fan of that name, but we all knew she'd lose. It was basically a squash. Baker gets the win. Next, you had, she won with the lockjaw, by the way. Next, you had Eddie Kingston comes in the ring with a whole bunch of guys. A long promo, went on for too long. Cut the promo on Jon Moxley and says he's going to reveal Moxley's opponent. And they had, there was problems, and he had Penta, Phoenix, and Kingston begin to menace Remsburg, who was there. And Moxley comes out. He runs into the save with a barbed wire baseball bat. Kingston called for Moxley music to be cut and introduced Moxley's opponent, which is the Butcher, and that's your main event, basically. Jon Moxley against the Butcher. Very anticlimactic, really. I was thinking he's going to have a big opponent here. He's going to face someone noteworthy. It's going to be someone big. It has to be, but only the Butcher. Who cares? Jon Moxley defeats the Butcher. No shit. He retains the title. It was an okay main event. It's just, come on, guys. I don't care about the Butcher. No one gives a shit about the Butcher. But that's what they did here. That's how the show ended. Moxley won. Moxley.